guys, it's me, it's Nita, and I am back. Excuse the audio, the video. This is just an audio um, review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 13, episode 8. It's called Nieces and Aunties and Fake Sisterhood. And I wanted to also put this disclaimer out there to let you know that I am unable to see comments unless you do them on YouTube. Okay, so that's that. Let me write that disclaimer. I cannot interact with comments on Facebook or interaction. Go to YouTube chat. Okay. So did we get that? Okay. There's a disclaimer. Okay. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was by far the best episode of the season. We had to wait all the way until episode 8 to get something halfway decent. I like to start rating the episodes, and so I'm going to rate this. I'm going to give this one an A. I definitely am going to give this an A. Maybe an A plus. It might get better. So I'm going to give it an A because it can get better. Okay, so anyway, Portia is upset about Kenya bringing, her baby. And I'm like, okay, we're doing this whole Housewives of Potomac and how, everybody has babies and stuff like that. But the only thing is about Kenya doesn't have a village. She doesn't have anybody she doesn't have a family. She doesn't have anything like that where she can give people her child, while she goes and do what she do. So I like that Candy was actually sticking up for Kenya. But, Portia and all of the other girls, they really don't like Kenya. So, of course, they're not going to say anything because they're just basically, they're frenemies. You know what I'm saying? So they don't like her. So they'll find any way to pick with Kenya to make Kenya the bad guy. So that's that on that. So they get there early. They flew by jet, right? So they get there early. They're getting things together. They're sanitizing. They're getting a dinner together. They're meeting with this lady that is going to provide some paid actors to kind of do a murder mystery. And so this was so funny to me. Oh my God, y'all. This was hilarious. This was hilarious. Oh my God, this is a mess. This is a mess. Y'all remember, right? So the actor came in. Okay, so LaToya is sanitizing. They're meeting at the house. They're going to hire these people to do this murder mystery. Cynthia arrives first. She sees her room. She's happy with it. The girls complain about the bus ride. They said there had to be production. I don't understand how a 4-hour ride ends up being an 8-hour ride. That was some foolishness to stir up some kind of drama. And so they also get there. When the girls get there, they complain and talking about it was hot. They get their little name tags and their little alter egos, right? So these are the girls' names. So we got Tanya. She is Dynasty. Nasty. I said, okay. Shamia was like vagina drip. And then everybody was like, whap, whap, whap. That little chant or whatever. So I guess, whatever. So Candy can't think of a name because she said her name is kind of like a stripper name. And I'm just like, Candy, you're just a stick in the mud. That's why you can't think of a name, because she's such a square. Like, I just need her to loosen up just a little bit. I don't know. So Kenya was like, what was your name in the Masked Singer? And she was like, the Night Angel. She said, okay, so what how about Angel? So she gets Angel as her name. Drew, she lickety split. And she was like, I guess that kind of speaks for herself. I was like, okay. Kenya chocolate, because her chocolate brown skin. We got Latoya. She said she's a Trini gal, so Trini gal, that's hers. Portia says, if she was a stripper, she'll be Peaches. She could see herself being Peaches. So I'm gonna name myself Peach Juice because I'm juicy. And I'm like, yes, you are juicy. And I'm still trying to figure out how the hell is she a vegan with all of that. I digress, but let's move on. Marlo, she says she's a diva. Hey, diva. And Cynthia, she got her little 50 cent thing. So I was like, okay. So the girls are ready to turn up. They is acting a plum fool in there. They was twerking and dancing. Drew and Portia and Shamia, they was ready to turn up. You hear me? They was taking shots. I said, so this was like the first of the beginning. And I don't think that they showed how much they were drinking. They were drinking though. So then this big girl comes running in, running. This big girl comes running in and falls to the floor. She looks like she's been shot, stabbed, or something. And she was trying to fake dead. Oh my God. Then the people run in and talk about, get your hands up, get your hands up. Baby, what I tell you, oh, oh my God. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. I thought I couldn't. I thought okay. I thought I wasn't being heard. Okay, so anyway, so where we at? So oh yeah, so the girls come over, and then also too. Oh my God, it was the jump over the couch for me. Oh my God, it was the jump over the couch. I said, Portia. I said, Portia, I know your knees got the hurt. I swear that shit was so funny to me. So anyway, Portia got up. Okay, so wait a minute. Kenya said um whoever wins the whole murder mystery can choose to upgrade their room if they don't like their room. So Portia came from behind the came from behind the couch talking about, I don't know what's going on. I just came to drink and dance. I said, I know that's right. They was trying to turn up and they was just trying to turn, basically the aunties was trying to turn down. So I just thought that was so funny to me. I mean, I laughed so much. So they getting ready to do this thing. Candy is so competitive. She was ready, but she was off put by all of the commotion that was going on because the girls, Shamia and Portia, they was acting a plum fool. They was twerking. They was over there dancing with the cops over there, and wasn't nobody doing no murder mystery. So Portia was trying to do, not Portia. Candy was trying to do it, and Tanya was trying to do it. And then everybody's getting all upset or whatever. Oh my God. Then Fallon walks in. Fallon is actually staying in a villa next door because um she ended up bringing her husband. And then so everybody acting like wild banshees, nobody's paying attention. Everybody's just trying to party, turn up or whatever. Kenya gets annoyed. They are breaking lamps and shit. They're just like going, I mean, just overboard. It was just a mess. I said they must have drank their asses off because they was acting all plum fool. So Fallon bought, yeah, her husband. Drew said she bought her husband because that's her best friend. So of course Latoya was like, she was like, you could have made a best friend here. So I was just like, I was like, okay, Latoya, she always just want to try to have a moment. And then Drew claps in and say, don't talk about husbands because obviously you don't care about husbands. And so that was a shot, a dig that was pertaining to um when she said she was separated from her husband in like episode 2 or something like that, and her and Drew kind of went back and forth. She was like, you're separated but you're still married, and she was like this, I can date if I want to, we're separated. And so that's that whole dig on that. So that's gonna become a big thing that is gonna take over this episode. So hey Moochie, yes, they are catty as hell. It was so funny though. I'm still cracking up off of that damn clip. Oh my god. So next thing you know, I don't know what happened, but something happened. They ended up going in another room, and next thing you know, Toya is pulling Drew, talking about what you mean about I don't care about husbands and something like that. And then Drew instantly gets upset, and she was like, "Don't be talking about don't be grabbing on me because I mean she's in her personal space or whatever." She was like, "Don't be grabbing on me because the last person that grabbed on me head was smashed into the wall." And then she said, "I'm from Chicago, don't play with me." I was like, okay, shot time in the house. So everyone tells Latoya that she was wrong. Kenya asked her to apologize. Drew is upset. She's just saying personal space is important to me. Don't do it. So, she was just upset about the whole situation. So Latoya is just trying to have a moment. This whole episode, this whole season, rather, she's just trying to have her moment. She's trying to trend. She's trying to come back for season 2. I mean, season 14, 15, whatever. So she's just trying to, with her antics. So most of the girls enjoyed their rooms. They were pleased, except for Marlo. Marlo had the worst room. And I'm like, oh well. I said, you keep insulting the host of the trip, then you get what you get. And you can't get mad at it. Because if I ain't messing with you like that, I'm not gonna give you the best. And if you insult me all the time, every chance you get, and saying mean, hurtful, hateful things, you definitely, I don't know how she even thinks she gonna get something better than what she got. It was look like a little it looked like my closet, my walk-in closet. That's what it looked like. So then they talk about Drew's wig. So the aunties and the nieces kind of separate. They get in separate rooms. So we have like, Cynthia, Candy, Kenya, and all them. They're in a room and they're talking about Drew's wig pertaining to what Latoya was saying about it. And they had the nieces in the other room. That's all like the Portias and the Shamias and the Tangas. Everybody that's a real free spirited and stuff like that. So the dinner was nice. The dinner was really, really nice by the time they calmed their asses down. So Kenya did a good job with getting the dinner. She had some entertainment, although they didn't want to do it. So then Tanya walks into the kitchen with the auntie saying, we bought Tito's for the TTs. So if y'all know what Tito's is, that's vodka. Kenya says she's not ready for that title just yet. So she gets up from the table because she was like, I don't even want to be over here with the aunties. I'm about to get up. So Marlo makes it into the living. No, she makes her living room into her bedroom. She puts the couches together to make a bigger bed and just sleeps in there. Kenya actually ends up sneaking Brooklyn into the mansion that night. Mansion, whatever, the house or whatever. Um, and Brooklyn is still there in the morning. They had her face blurred out. Did y'all notice that? They blurred her face out. So Kenya was making eggs, and Marlo wakes up. Kenya was like, "Girl, why are you not in your room?" So Marlo replied because she wanted to pretend she had a nice suite. I don't know what to say about these girls. So the next morning, of course, Cynthia, everybody's calling their husbands and kids and checking on everybody. And Cynthia calls Mike, talking about I love you and all this. So Shamia said, we call y'all the aunties because y'all are so uptight. Candy was saying, well, y'all be over there trying to fight, and ain't nobody got time for that. So Shamia was like, who? She said, the nieces. So, whatever with that. So now Candy says in her confessional, she was like, Shamia was supposed to be her girl, and now she's around Portia, and she just kind of like calling me the auntie. So she felt the way about that. They're making breakfast. Drew calls her kids and husband as well, tells her husband about the fight. He was like, oh no, that's unacceptable, whatever. Portia goes outside and she sees the guy making this whole pig in a roaster. And she's talking about she's vegan. And I'm still trying to figure out vegan where be. I'm trying to figure out. So Candy goes into Marlo's room. Marlo is she put on this. They just going to the pool. You're not going to a pool where other people going to see you. You going to the pool, girl child. She going to the pool with all the other girls. So she had this. I ain't gonna say she didn't look nice. She looked good. She looked good, but she did a lot. She had this little headpiece on. She had this nice little zebra print it was a one-piece bathing suit. And then she tried to put on some thigh-high boots. And I'm like, bitch, thigh-high boots. So she had Candy trying to help her put these boots on. And I'm sitting up here like, okay, if it's hot enough for the pool, but we went. Okay, so anyway, I was just confused. So she confides to Candace and about the room and saying that she's hurt. And Candy was like, y'all are holding on to things that were said previously. And rightfully so, because Marlo, she hits below the belt. And so, and like I always say, I be posting on my page or I'll tweet and I said, people always want to complain about the reaction, but they never, acknowledge what triggered the reaction. So this is what Kenya does. Kenya, yes, she's a mean girl. However, she don't come for you unless you send for her. So when she comes and Marlo, like I said, when she told her that her mother didn't love her, she never got over that. And that was hitting below the belt. She was out of order. So every time I pull this bazooka gun and blow your head off every chance I get, then I'm going to do it. And that's just what it is. That's what she does. And for what she said, if Kenya never forgives Marlo, she doesn't have to, because that was below the belt and it was dirty for her to say that. So anyway, Candy was like, you brought up some good points, and she might try to talk to Kenya about it, whatever. But she was just like, y'all gonna have to have a conversation and try to move forward from there. And Kenya is very cordial, and that's all you're gonna get. Friend, no. So she shot herself in the foot with that whole thing. Portia and Shamia are by the pool. Shamia is reading a text from Dennis. Portia ain't having it. She's not responding to him. She just listening to all the stuff he's saying. And then, he like, I want to get married. I want to get back with you and all this other stuff. And Portia said, thank you. I was like, okay, whatever. So anyway, and she was like, Shamia was like, oh girl, I just got wet reading that. I'm like, anyway, with all the flattery, I think Portia was in her confessional saying that it's sexy. Not sexy like I want to have sex with him, but it's just flattering. Not saying that's what he know. That's why he keep doing it. because she responds and reacts to it. He knows that she's like thirsty for that type of attention or whatever. And I tweeted last night, I said, let's normalize not encouraging our friends to be with toxic ass men that cheat on us, men that don't mean us no good. Can we normalize that? Can we normalize not encouraging that mess? Her and Tanya be doing that, trying to like, oh, I like Dennis. I like them. Girl, bye. Dennis ain't shit. So Tanya and Marlo complained about not having anything to do. And Marlo was like, I don't mind just chilling. She's like, but I'm hungry. I want to eat. And so apparently Kenya has stocked the refrigerator, but I guess not whatever's in the refrigerator, nobody wants to eat, not even her. And so everybody's just going around talking about how hungry they are. And so a little bit later on, Candy and Kenya are outside by the pool. And she said, I was talking to Marlo and she brought up some good points that I want to kind of talk to you about. And Kenya was like, okay, I'll be right back. I was cracking up and she was walking away like for real. Candy said, I'ma still say what I want to say. Kenya gone. Drew and Portia is sitting on the deck looking at the ocean. And then they was like, oh, look at that dolphin. And then they get up and they say, oh, no, that's a damn shark. And there was a shark. It had the whole little thing and everything. Everybody's in the kitchen looking for food. Kenya walks in with, I guess, some DoorDash, some takeout, something like that. I was like, Kenya, you know what? And I swear, Kenya does this on purpose. Kenya is there to make television. She is there to make television. And that's on period. That's just what she do. And even when she got the food and knew everybody was hungry, she just walked in there with like a little smirk on her face. I said, Kenya, you know what? I mean, she does her job and she does it well. So you can't be mad at that. And she was like, girl. So then Tanya and Marlo bum rushed Kenya. Kenya said there's a refrigerator full of food. They was like, it's lunch meat in there. I don't want no lunch meat. And apparently Kenya ain't want no lunch meat either. She said, well, y'all got a credit card. Y'all could have ordered y'all food. I said, oh man. So everybody getting upset. Everybody like, oh, she sucks as a hoe. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. She was like, I have a whole roasted pig cooking for them tonight. And then Kenya runs off because everybody's trying to get her food. She bought one of everything. Kenya takes the food to the pool where Candy, Portia, and Shamia is. And then they get mad. And they was like, you got food? And then the production, they had to keep on like glamorizing her food and how she was shaking out the fries and stuff like that. That joint was funny. They were mad. And you know what? She was like, she is treating us like we are not here. She was like, this gets on my nerves or whatever. And Candy goes the fuck off because you don't mess with Candy and her food. You do not mess with her and her food. She went off in her confessional. I was cracking up. I said, Candy is so greedy. LaToya comes down with a bag with the wig in it. Everybody was like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. She said, it's custom. It's custom. Yeah, she's an antagonizing person. She likes being the villain. She likes being it, and she does it well. Everybody was like, nope. She was like, it's custom. It's nice. It's way better than whatever that she had on. So she goes upstairs. Marlo was trying to role play. She was like, so how you gonna do it? How you gonna do it? So then LaToya walks away. And then she goes upstairs, and that's where Drew is. I was like, oh, Lord. So we didn't know when she was going to do this, but we knew that she was going to do it. So Kenya is trying to talk LaToya down to no avail. She keeps walking. So we get to dinner that night. So obviously she didn't do it at that time. So she did it at the dinner table because, of course, we got to have the infamous dinner. And this is the infamous dinner. So the dinner was outside. Kenya actually redeems herself. She had a huge spread, so many different sides and stuff like that. And then the person that she actually hired was an award-winning pig roaster. So, it's just what he do. But like I said, the caucus, like the dead caucus, like I couldn't do it. No, give me my ribs on a plate. Like I'm not gonna be sitting up there. Absolutely not. And I love some pork, but I'm not gonna eat it off no caucus. And so Candy comes out with a full-on see-through dress with a thong, some stiletto heels, and looking real, real nice. And I tried to do a screenshot, so I couldn't even give it to you guys because apparently you can't screenshot no more. Can you like screenshot? Are y'all having problems screenshotting different things like from different apps and stuff when you want to just take still pictures? Like every time I actually do a screenshot, the screen is black. So anyway, so I couldn't do anything. I wanted to have something for you guys to look at, but I wasn't able to get anything except for the video clip, because I had posted that on social media that night, because when I was cracking up at that. So everybody was like kind of grossed out. Candy was not. She was like, yum. I was like, girl, you was just so great. Portia is supposed to be saying grace, but basically she praying over the pig, child, hoping the pig had a nice life and all this stuff or whatever. I was cracking up. I laughed so much at this episode. Them girls, they was, I guess it's from being, we were in a pandemic and this is like their first time going out, gathering, drinking, and interacting with people. So they just really just went there. They just took it there. And so Kenya calls Tanya spoiled at the table. Now, she called Tanya spoiled because, like I said, this is grossing some people out. So then, since he is the expert with the roasting of the pig and what parts of the pig it is, she asked the person who cooked the pig to put some of it on her plate because she didn't know what to go for, didn't know what to get. So here come Kenya. Making television. Making television. What does Kenya say? Kenya says, you're a little bit spoiled, Tanya. And she was like, what you mean spoiled? She said, well, when you constantly ask someone to serve you, yeah, you're spoiled. She was like, you're asking for the food in the middle of the day. You're asking for him to do this for you, do that for you, and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I said, it wouldn't be Kenya if she didn't, child. So, there's some back and forth or whatever. Latoya clinks her glass and begins to explain in a shady way that telling Drew that she was talking about her and her weed. She said, while I'm not going to really apologize for what I said, because I mean what I say, I'm going to apologize for not saying it to you, to your face. I said, uh-oh. I said, so we're gonna have two villains. So we got Latoya, she trying to come from for Kenya Crown. So she was like, and for that, I want to purchase you a nice wig. It's pre-plucked, and I'll get it installed for you, and it'll be really, really nice. And Drew was like, I see you always watching me. You always watching me. She said, thank you, but no thank you. I get my wigs from top stylists in Hollywood. And I probably wouldn't wear the one that you give me. But, since you're obsessed with me, and since you're always watching me, and just something about me, you know what? I got something for you. So she takes her little butt on upstairs and she just switching. Latoya was like, what the fuck she got on? I said, Latoya, she's a mess. She goes to get one of her photos and she says, since you're watching me, I feel like you're my biggest fan. So I'm going to give you this autograph. I'm going to autograph it to my biggest fan, Latoya. Love, Drew. and she gives it to her, and then they kiss, and Toya plays it off, like her face is not on the ground because yeah, Drew got you, bitch. So Marlo chimes in, and then she says to Kenya, "Ah, it hurt me to my core that you gave me that type of room, and you treat me the way you do." And Kenya was like, you know what? I hate when someone that I call a friend continuously attack me. And like I said, Marlo says these little shady things. So when you in these friend groups and you don't know who's friends with who, Latoya went to Marlo went to Latoya, and Latoya and Kenya are the closest. She went to Latoya and told her, you gotta be careful about Kenya. You got to be careful with Kenya. Watch yourself around her. So just in this episode alone, Bravo pulled the receipts on two things that she did. And it was basically, she was saying something about watch her, and I forget what the other one about the fake butt or something like that. Yeah, that was it. But Marlo has said way worse. You remember I told you she said something like some seasons ago that her mother didn't love her. And so I was just like, yikes. So when you do stuff like that, no. Yeah, no. I'm just so I was just like, she said, Marla was like, I only talk about your fake butt and your skin. She was like, why don't you worry about yourself? And then Kenya keep trying to say it's not fake. Kenya, we know the butt is fake. We can see that the butt is fake. Hey Marcia, hey Tim. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all click the like button on your way out. Yes, very antagonizing. I'm glad y'all was able to hear me because I was about to go crazy thinking that I could not. I was talking and I thought y'all couldn't hear me. So yeah, so guess I'm sending some love out to the people that's in the chat. Hey Tim. Tim Oswald always shows me support. I know he ain't watching no daggone Real Housewives of Atlanta, but thank you, Tim, for always showing the support. Yes, smack those likes. I need some likes. I need some engagement. Make sure you share my video. Yes, all that good stuff. Subscribe, and hit that notification bell twice because I'm going to start going live a little bit more because it's just this whole thing with me, makeup and all this stuff. Like I have to get my content out. So I may be doing this a little bit more, or you may be getting a fresh face, real hair needed. So, you never know what you're going to get, but today you just got this little picture right here. So, okay. Tim said he is fixing dinner for the granddaughter. Had to come by and show my love and support. I Tim, I really, really appreciate it. I was just telling my friend, I was just like, I got this guy that just really, really always shows me support. He always comments on my videos. He must have his notifications turned on because he never misses a show. And I really do appreciate that, Tim. Really do. Marcia, yeah, I saw you yesterday. You must be Moochie friend. Okay. Latoya was dead wrong. She the top fan. Hello? It was hilarious. I'm telling you, I laughed at that too. I said, oh, bitch, you got her. I said, we doing, I guess Latoya got her once and then Drew got her back. But you know what? Drew got them clapbacks. She's one of the ones that can think quick on her feet. And she's not one of the ones that you're going to really be, yeah, you're not gonna get nothing over on her because Drew, she's quick with it. Yep. So yeah, so thank you everybody, Marcia, Mooch, Tim, everybody. I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said that Marlo was sincere. No, she's not. No, I don't think Marlo was sincere. Marlo always try to play that throw a rock and hide your hand. She sounded like she wanted to be sincere, but no, because every time it's the same thing that Nene would do. Nene will always like try to mend fences and then be talking about you. She'll be talking about you the next day or something like that. So yeah, it's just one of those traits. Like, she tried to sound like she was sincere, but no, no. Kenya always Kenya is reactionary. So, like I said, she does things for drama, but she is reactionary. You have to mess with her before she mess with you. So yeah, that's how I took it. That's how I take it. But I do appreciate your commentary. Thank you, thank you. That's a big it's hilarious. And then she keep trying to say, it's real, it's girl. We seen you. We know what you used to look like. So anyway, if it's fake, it's fake. Shit. Like, who the hell cares? So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet, even though 36 minutes is not short. But thank you for joining me. Yes, ma'am. Drew don't play. So you better come correct. Cause she gave Marlo the little blue right. She was wrong. She was wrong for that. She was wrong for that. But at the same time, I'm telling you, don't mess with Kenya. I keep trying to tell people, don't mess with her. Because like I said, she pulled that bazooka gun out on you. And she, like, what happens is that, you know how they got to saying, like, you can't control how mad somebody gets when you offend them or something like that. And Kenya is one of those type people. Like, you could do something as minuscule as say something about a wig, or say something about her hair, or say something that's just like little petty shade. And I'm telling you, Kenya will come back with the bazooka and handle that. And she keeps her foot on your neck. So y'all don't want that type of drama. That's all I'm trying to say. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that work, because Kenya will give you that work. Now, Drew, she seemed like she's gonna be one of those type people. Like, if you come for her, she's gonna give you that work. So I like to see how it's gonna play out. But like I said, look, Latoya is, she's famous from YouTube. And you have to do stunts and shows to actually kind of make it on YouTube. Like, I've noticed that, it's not until something really catches that really just kind of, and she was always with her antics and stuff. I remember, people used to talk about her and stuff like that. I think I watched her a couple of times, but I didn't really care for her. Fake hair, fake butt. Oh, she slept on the couch. Right. King was wrong about everything she do. She is catty. I know that's what you're saying. The food baby was everything. Right. I told you, y'all, I'm telling you, she knows how to do television. And that's just all I'm gonna say about that. Because like I said, I saw the smirk on her face. I was like, girl, I know you be playing. She played too many damn games. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get back on here to do a short. Trust me, it's gonna be short. Short review on The Little Things. This is Denzel Washington's new movie that came out Friday on HBO Max and in select theaters. So come back and join me. Make sure you keep your notification bells on, because I definitely am going to be dropping more content live, and it'll be any time of the day, just so I can get the content out there. So thank you. Make sure you follow me on my social media. Nita Bougie. Hold on, let me put it up there so y'all can get it. I'm live tweeting on Twitter. Make sure for support, you can support the channel. There's my Cash App. And yeah, y'all, make sure you follow me on my social media, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.